Hello, welcome to My Victorian Hearts tutorial with the IOD Wreath and Swags mold and a beautiful fine art portrait of a girl with flowers by Russian painter Alexei Harlamoff. And I am applying the beautiful decoupage rice paper to an unfinished oval wood plaque, and it's about 7.5 by 5 inches. And I'm going to add a coat of sealer, and I'm making the molds in air dry clay to go onto the plaque, and we are going to paint them in a little bit after we get them glued on with just use your favorite bonding type glue, and Tight Bond or Pentart Express glue, anything like that will be fine on this. And ignore the black base coat of paint because I ended up painting it all green. So that will be coming up shortly. And I'm just making sure that I spread the glue around on the back of each clay casting. And then I make sure that I have them all tamped down and adhered really well and nice and tight so that they don't lift. If you don't apply them really well with a good coat of glue, they can lift and crack the clay casting, so make sure. And I take a little wet artist brush and go around and clean up the glue that oozes out as I go along. And now I'm going to cast 2 small swags that are in the corners of the mold there with quick curing amazing casting resin. And I just needed a little bit for this. And I'm going to use those as a hanger at the top of the oval frame. And I'm also casting a little bow out of air dry clay to set at the top over the girl's head on the image. A nice little accent to fill in over there. And making sure I apply a good coat of glue. And clean up the glue around the edges that oozed out. So I'm going to paint the frame and all of the castings in the color Spanish Moss. And this is a Plaid Crafts home decor chalky base kind of paint. Comes in a little set of different colors in 2-ounce bottles that I got on Amazon. And I'm going to now paint over the Spanish Moss with the Pentart Chameleon Effect gold green paint, which I love. It lends a lightness and a light and a little sparkle to your projects. It's just a really nice effect. And I go in with a wet brush and blend out the Chameleon Effect paint after I have applied it with another brush. And then I sort of wipe at it with a soft cloth. Now I'm applying Pentart metallic wax in gold, and now also antique bronze. And I do this along the inside beveled edge of the frame with the antique bronze, and I put the gold on the outer part of the frame. And now I'm adding the turtle green metallic wax paint by Pentart, and I'm brushing it over all of the gold. And I blend out with a dry, clean brush after I apply these waxes. And now I want to add some more antique bronze metallic wax paste. And I just use a little brush to do that, and I put it all over the castings. And then I'm going to add a touch of yellow wax paste metallic over the antique bronze. And I love the light that the yellow metallic wax paste gives. And I'm also adding another touch of Chameleon Effect green wax paste metallic. I love the light that this gives also. And now we want to add some antique paste and umbre to get there in all the little crevices and edges and make it look kind of aged and antique-y. And then I blend it out with a soft brush. I'll give you a close-up there. So now I want to add a touch of French amber colored artisan powder. It's a pigment powder by Prima Marketing, Frank Garcia for Prima Marketing. I just love the look that pigment powders give a project. It's a favorite media for me. And now we want to add some more wax paste and this is gold. And now I'm adding the green chameleon effect again to lighten it back up after we darkened it a little bit with the other media. Working in layers on these projects really make the projects. So now we want to give it an antique-y old world look with Amy Howard at Home's Dust of Ages, another favorite medium that I love to use. And I tapped off all the dust. Now I'm cleaning it off with a fan brush and blending it out with a cloth. And here's a close-up. And now we want to decoupage the back with a green damask rice paper. This is by the ITD collection. And I'm applying a decoupage gel medium underneath and over the paper. And now I'm going to try to dry it. And I sand off the edges with my little handheld sander. And then I go around with a brush with decoupage glue and seal the edges. And now I'm adding some gold wax paste to the edges of the rice paper. And I'm touching up with like tipping with the green chameleon effect to make it light back there. And now I'm adding some antique paste around the edges to age the back as well, and the side, like the edges of the frame. And I just blend around with my little cloth with the antique paste, sort of adding it in and aging the back some more. So now I'm adding Amy Howard at Home matte sealer. This is the best. I just love this matte sealer. It leaves no brush marks and it's so matte you can't even tell you applied it. And I've used this on so many projects. I love it so much. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. We do carry it in our shop. So I have my husband helping me drill holes with my Dremel in the top of a template, if you will, oval plaque, just like the one we just worked on. And we're going to hang those little swag pieces we cast in resin. We're going to stick them in the holes with a little E6000 glue. And you want to drill with a little drill bit on an angle so that they can slant towards each other so that they act like a hanger. And you'll see that here. They'll meet at the top and their little tips of their leaves touch. It was pretty easy and quick to do. It took him a minute to do this for me. I've been trying to avoid handling sharp things or things that I could cut myself with, so I let him do the drilling. And now I'm going to add E6000 glue into the little holes we drilled. And something I didn't film was adding little drop of glue to where the little leaves meet at the top. I did a little dab of glue in between where the leaves touch at the top so they stay tight in there, and it worked like a charm. They're nice and tight on there. So I just heated it up to make the resin casties a little more pliable, so as they dry, they harden again and they harden together better, and I tied it. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. Make beautiful things.